As Singapore continues to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic, the dengue virus has been rearing its ugly head in the city-state. For the first time in the nation's history, the weekly infections soared past the 1,000 mark, and having already surpassed 11,000 cases this year, officials warn that the Republic might be headed for its worst dengue outbreak on record.
There is an outbreak of this dengue 3 serotype strain that we have not seen in Singapore for the last 3 decades in such high numbers. So that is a dengue strain that we have a lower herd immunity to. We have also seen an increase in the number of mosquitoes that are present. And the third reason really is that because of the COVID situation, we have undertaken an unprecedented move to have Singaporeans stay home for the months of April and May as more people are at home and not going to work, and that creates opportunities for the mosquito to bite and therefore pass the dengue virus around.
The role of the partial lockdown measures could be significant, as the Aedes mosquito, which spreads dengue, is known to thrive in domestic settings and primarily bites during the day. This is backed by the National Environment Agency's data, which shows a 5-fold increase in mosquito larvae at residential areas during Singapore's partial lockdown period when compared to previous months. Meanwhile, dengue symptoms, which include fever, nausea, joint and muscle aches, have led epidemiologists to one more theory.
It is possible that people who have symptoms of a dengue infection may be more likely recently during the COVID pandemic to go and seek medical attention for it, simply because there's a COVID pandemic going about. So it's not necessarily the case that we have more infections with dengue this year than we had in previous years. It could be that we're able to pick up more of those infections.
Singapore's efforts have been focused on both identifying and destroying mosquito breeding grounds and raising awareness among the public. So far, 211 active clusters have been reported, which have been marked out by banners.
We actually have a gravity trap surveillance network in Singapore, and this network actually allows us to be able to identify areas where there are high concentration of adult mosquitoes. We have actually put that information out onto an app where residents can access to be able to have upfront knowledge about where there may be higher concentrations of mosquitoes in their neighborhood. And this app works by geotagging.
Government efforts aside, residents are being urged to help by ensuring that their drains remain clean and stagnant water does not accumulate in their surroundings. With its healthcare system already under strain by the COVID-19 pandemic, a record-breaking spike in dengue cases is certainly a situation the island nation would prefer to avoid this year. Mirulu, CGTN, Singapore.